Good evening, world. Today we cover COVID-19, the virus. Well, as you know, back here in February of 2020 when it first started, we covered this story. Well, now we're back to give you guys an update on what's been happening since February of 2020. Now it is October of 2020, and we're still going to cover back what COVID-19 is. COVID-19, what is COVID-19? Well, it's a virus that has reigned terror on a small community called Dillon County. Here, we speak with Christopher Taylor to hear his thoughts on COVID-19 and how this affected the small community of Dillon County.
As this virus came in, it's affected our environment as far as the education system and socializing in a way of pretty much support as far as the parents is concerned. It makes it a little bit difficult even though they have the hybrid systems. A lot of kids are doing their schoolwork at daycare, so the parents are still riddled with the prices of daycare and doing school at the same time, which affects the finances with them still having to work and some not having jobs and just pulling unemployment. I think some of the biggest obstacles that we had with the parents during this pandemic is the fact of how much it affected work and childcare, even as well as education, because life is still cycling on, but it's put a damper on the pockets of individuals in the household because you're still expected to do the normal day-to-day that was done before the pandemic while it's going on now presently. As far as the effects with this virus, I don't think that it could actually affect the bounce back or resiliency of the economy as far as a whole, but it does affect the rate of growth. So the speed of recovery will probably be a lot slower being in a community this small. One of the things that will help this community survive as a whole from this impact of this pandemic would be the whole community coming together and working selflessly, whereas we're not thinking so in a point where it's like I need to come up before I can actually help the community, but to be more thoughtful in regards to what people have and creating a way that it's not impacting them so much so that the rate of growth is so slow. As a parent, I would say in order to make sure that you come back well, have a plan. The same way you would strategize when we didn't have this pandemic, do the same now.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, here live in Dillon County with Christopher E. Taylor II. Covering it is Tank Man, and this is COVID-19, the virus within Dillon County's community. Until next time, stay safe, wear a mask, and practice social distancing. Check you guys later.